Hello, Internet.
Welcome everyone, we are the Grin Brothers. And it's time for us to play Freedom Planet. And by us, I mean Rafi.
It's the event preview.
Yeah. Event preview, we got basically E3. Nintendo promoted a bunch of their Nindies, as they like to call them. And released a bunch of demos.
Jump attack.
To me, there was only 2 demos I was kind of interested in. And one of them I just said, I don't need, I won't consider it at the moment because I've got plenty of games I want as it is. But Freedom Planet was the one, sort of the indie games which was like, yeah, I definitely want this. You may see that it's got a bit of inspiration from something that I really, really like. Can you guess what that is?
I can't, so I'll be surprised if they can.
Basically, this game, in terms of style, kind of feels like a love letter to like Sega Mega Drive games. Some have sort of said that it's like, you know, what if they actually made a sort of like 2D Sonic game for the Sega Saturn? Though at the same time, I feel there's a lot of stylistic differences in a sense. For instance, although the levels are clearly mapped out for Sonic,
you don't feel like Sonic.
yeah, this character in particular does not play like Sonic. It's like she isn't perfectly suited for the loop-de-loops and such. But there's 3 different characters, so they've each got their own different style. I've seen that one of them rides a motorbike, so yeah.
I think it's more the fact these characters can defy gravity.
Yeah. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. It begins with an L, I think. Lilac or something like that.
Lilac is a colour. A shade of purple.
That would make sense then.
This character is a shade of purple.
She's also a dragon.
She's definitely not a dragon.
You know, her tentacle hair.
And
look, they do look like tentacles there.
yes, I know they look like tentacles. I know what tentacles look like.
Good for you.
Well adverse in tentacles.
That is not a good thing.
I never said it was a good thing.
Recently, I actually found out why Japan used tentacles in that such imagery and such.
Fisherman nightmare. Fisherman's wife nightmare.
There was also another reason, actually.
Really?
They're not allowed to directly show you know what acts.
Phallic.
So they had to come up with different ways of representing it. So tentacles was one of the ways they went about it.
Well, that's certainly interesting.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had a PG cup of tea.
You have no idea what you're saying.
I do. Mum bought Tetley last time. I'm not a fan of Tetley.
They taste the exact same.
No, they do taste different.
No,
they really do.
They really don't.
It's like how the afternoon tea I got from my aunt, her afternoon tea...
Oh, I'm invincible.
Yeah, you're invincible. Her afternoon tea tasted, you know, completely different from the Wittard's afternoon tea.
Bam.
Which is why I like a lot of Wittard teas. Afternoon Wittard's is not one of them. What was that tea I had from them recently? Muay Chai. I think I already said about this before, because I remember you talking about your hot chocolate. We also got from Wittard's. You know, you had Praline hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been getting your hot chocolates like from Wittard's as well.
Yes.
Not a fan of hot chocolate.
I like hot chocolate.
Yeah. Apparently,
I like chocolate.
Apparently, our oldest brother, he actually seemed to like the Darjeeling tea that was on offer there, which is funny because Darjeeling's one of the teas I don't like.
Darjeeling being.
It's a type of tea.
Yeah, I know, but what?
I'm not sure on the specifics. It's not like English breakfast, but at the same time, it is like English breakfast. The closest comparison would be a weaker English breakfast, but it does definitely have differences in subtle differences in tastes as well.
So spices.
Yeah. But I'm not a fan of it, but our oldest brother is. I'm not sure the reason is. Do the blue gems give you a life up each time you collect them?
Probably.
You shall never reach there again. Ravi, the last. Well, okay, this is our first time playing this, of course.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, totally. Well, not my first time, obviously, but I'm not the one playing here. Ravi's getting.
What the heck? Jesus! I'm guessing that's not supposed to happen.
What the? Are you just seeing how you can try and break the game?
I don't know what happened.
This game was actually supposed to arrive on Wii U earlier, but in North America, they encountered a bug with the retail versions of it.
Just teleported.
Yeah, I just saw that. I just opened my eyes at that point. I blinked and then... Oh, oops.
What?
Don't worry.
Oh.
Don't worry. Nothing people need to know about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, helicopter.
That definitely reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
What?
The helicopter
or teleport?
The helicopter. Because you remember in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, where in Eggman you can see Eggman's sort of ship-like thing in the background, and then you fight the mini boss.
You mean his Eggmobile or
his fire spouting machine?
Oh, flamethrower.
Yeah, I'd definitely say if you were to compare this to any Sonic game, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is probably the closest comparison.
You mean a really, really slow one, like slower than the other ones?
Well, it's not so much slower, but it's got more area to explore because these areas are massive.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of different routes, and that's I think what Sonic the Hedgehog 3 had going for it in the it wasn't you could run for it fast, you could also take your time.
It's the fastest I've ever moved in this game.
And explore a few things. I like that it gave you the option for that sort of difference in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and such.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that it did have more slower areas worked better for the co-op gameplay. It also made Tails and Knuckles feel very well suited for the game as well.
Nice.
Yes, you can!
Wow, that kills them rather quick.
Lilac uses Dragon Rush! Literally.
It's super effective.
Against the what? The steel bug?
Yes. We physics! So there's collectibles in this.
Yeah, quite a few. I'm not sure what any of them do at this point.
Yeah. I should imagine they unlock pitches and stuff. Yeah. But they don't exist yet.
Yeah, this game was going to come out earlier in America, but apparently they encountered a bug in the sort of copies, so they oh, neat. So they delayed it, and then they released it again. Not in Europe yet. Going to take a while for that, but...
Of course. So we're Europe, we get everything fast.
Oh, no, that hasn't been true as of late. I mean, we're getting Mario and Luigi Paper Jam early. We got Yoshi's Woolly World before everyone. I mean, the Americans are still yet to get Yoshi's Woolly World. They're only just getting their reviews out for it.
That all sucks to be done. I have no sympathy.
Yeah, we've encountered too many times where we haven't had games. Like, we never got
I pushed the button!
We never got Kirby's Dream Collection.
Sadness.
And back in the Super NES era, which I'm glad I was, you know... that's a point I kind of want to bring up. What would you say constitutes as your childhood of gaming, Raph?
N64, I guess.
But would you say you differ between early childhood and later childhood?
What does that mean?
As in, for instance, with myself, my first system was an Amiga, and I grew up with the Super NES and the Mega Drive, but that was only for like the first sort of 5 to 7 years. And so, although I do have rather distinct memories of the Super NES because I ended up playing Kirby's Fun Pack with you a lot of the time as you were growing up.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like the N64 and PlayStation are of a part of my childhood which is easier for me to remember because I was older than 7 at that point, so I've actually got clearer details on what I was playing and I actually remember buying the things. I mean, I can remember when our oldest brother actually got the Super NES for his birthday. I do remember that. I don't remember ever sort of seeing us actually getting, the unpackaging of the Sega Mega Drive or anything like that, though.
I don't remember getting mine in 64.
Which is odd, because that was one of your birthdays. Yeah, I remember, oh yeah, boss time.
Oh yeah, boss fight.
That was a lot quicker than the time that we never did, because this is our first time. Totally.
Way. Way.
And now this area looks completely different.
Where are we?
Which again is which again reminds me.
Oh, I remember this.
Which again reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Because after obviously the fire burnt down Angel Island,
it was on fire.
Yeah, it made everything look very different.
After they set it on fire, it was, funnily enough, on fire. Die, worthless trash.
I'm not sure which I'd say is more of my childhood then, because, while the Amiga and Super NES and such were earlier on, they're not quite as vivid as a result.
Well, that then basically leads to the question is, what do you define childhood as?
Does that mean that my childhood is then a result of split generations? Because, technically, the N64 came out for us in the UK in 1997, which I would have been like 4 years old at the time.
Yeah, I would have just been born.
You would have just been born.
So technically, my thing's more like GameCube and stuff.
Yeah, in a sense, because
I did what?
Because
I just
usually
ran across the ceiling, Liam.
Usually, you don't remember things unless you're 3 or older.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, you're done already. Yeah. I'm not sure which point I should finish off. Talking about Freedom Planet, which we've done very little of. We're talking about this thing I was talking about.
Well, we should probably talk about Freedom Planet and talk about what we're talking about in a different game.
Yeah. Basically, I'll bring up this conversation about Super NES and, what constitutes as childhood gaming in another time. Could make it into a tea time at some point if I want to.
So, Freedom Planet.
Freedom Planet. What did you think after playing it for the very first time?
Totally the very first time, having had no other opinion ever at all of this, totally.
Yeah.
One, she doesn't look like a dragon.
No, she looks nothing like a dragon. In fact, you can clearly see here where she looks like a hedgehog at this point because of the quills, which are actually tentacles, which are actually just hair.
Two, I like the art and design, and things look cute and killable.
I like how a lot of the indie games seem to be, when they're retro-inspired, tend to be very NES-inspired.
Yeah.
It's very nice to see one which is based off more of the Sega systems of games. There's clear inspirations from the stuff like sort of Sonic and even the sort of feels and graphical styles of stuff more along the lines of, say, Ristar or Gunstar Heroes than anything that was on the NES or Super NES.
I would say for something that is kind of inspired by Sonic, like, even though a lot of the time Sonic wasn't necessarily fast, it still felt fast. Whereas your character in this, unless you're using the Dragon Rush,
feels a bit stilted at times, doesn't it?
It's still incredibly slow. Like, doing the loop-de-loops and stuff, you're still walking rather slow.
Yeah, it doesn't have quite that flow of Sonic, wherein Sonic had such a natural progression from, as a difference between later Sonic games where you can just immediately rush with him. Sonic always, started off slow, but he accelerated really quickly.
Yeah, whereas this, your two speeds are normal movement and dash speed.
And it's not like with Sonic Rush where it then makes you go at the top speed after dashing.
Yeah. Anyway, it's good. I look forward to the actual game.
I look forward to it as well. It's
I will never let you play it because I'll probably still be playing Fallout 4.
But it's the Wii U.
Doesn't matter.
I can play on the screen.
Fallout 4, Liam.
But Fallout 4 is not on the Wii U, unfortunately, despite how this clearly could have been a Pip-Boy.
You see, the thing is, I'll have the Pip-Boy from the pre-order bonus, and I'll have strapped your gamepad to my other arm to act as a second Pip-Boy. And
That'd look ridiculous. You've never seen a Trap Wanderer going about with two Pip-Boys?
No, but that's because none of them are smart enough. Think of it, Liam. You have one Pip-Boy. I mean, these things are literally hammer space. They store an infinite number of items in them, basically, up to a certain weight limit. If you have two of them, in theory, you have doubled that weight limit.
It's too bad they nerfed the Pip-Boy. Now you have all your stats have just been crushed together.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, that was
Freedom Planet, not Fallout. It's a good game. I played it. It's fun. Definitely, totally the first time. Never done anything like this before. Record it. Not.
Yeah, we didn't mess up any recording of it. That'd be ridiculous. Yeah.